Hey guys, this is Cam for 15 back at it with another video for you guys. And yes, I'm doing another manga chapter of One Piece. Just because this manga chapter was very big in terms of what's happening for the story. So this is One Piece manga chapter 1051 titled Shogun of Wano, Kozuki Momonosuke. Cover page is of the Germa double six. They're all walking out in the flames and stuff like that, looking to walk out and leave Whole Cake Island for them. Anyways, we pick up right where we left off last week, and again, it's the people of Wano apparently saying that there's apparently two dragons, but that dragon wasn't freaking Kaido or anything, and all these people are coming out, out of this, out of the smoke and everything. We see it's Komurasaki and everything, and a bunch of other famous people and stuff like that. And we see God Bust Kirishiro and stuff like that. Anyways, all of a sudden we see the silhouette of Kinemon walking, and he's like, "You two are famous, but I wonder if any here remember the rest of us." And the rest of the people are like, "Kinemon, you're still alive? We thought you were dead." At the same time, the other scabbards end up walking out as well, and they're all and the people of Wano are all shocked that the scabbards are back. They're like, "The scabbards are back. Toki's prophecy has come true. It's all of Odin's former scabbards and everything." And in the meantime, we cut to different regions over the Wano country, and they're broadcasting this to the public and everything. So we covered Ringu, Hakamai, Kibi, Curry, Udon, Ebisu Town. They're all freaking watching this go on, and they're just watching this live as they're seeing the scabbards come out and finally show themselves. And at the same time, you got people freaking crying because they're like, "Yo, Toki's prophecy is legitimately coming true. They have come back." In the meantime, we cut over to Onigashima and everything, and the Straw Hats eventually get introduced to Yamato, and they're like, "You're Kaido's son?" And it looks like they want to pick a fight. Brug looks like he's about to pick a fight, but Yamato's like, whoa, hold on, I'm good. I helped you guys. I'm not your enemy," and stuff like that. I've been following everything you guys been doing over your tenure. I've been reading it through the newspaper and everything. But I've seen all of you guys, and you guys seem cool and everything and stuff like that. And Yamato just comes out and pretty much says, "Well, just to let you guys know, I'm going to be going on in the journey with you guys. I'm going to be joining your crew after this is all said and done, because I'm Kozuki Oden. But if you want to call me Yamato, you can call me Yamato," and stuff like that. So, yes, and all the Straw Hats' reactions are different. Some of them are shocked, while Brooke and Sanji, they're like, "Oh, please, yes, we'll take you right ahead." Robin's just like, "Huh, this is interesting." But Jim is like, "Well, we got to run this by Luffy before you can officially join the crew." And obviously, I'm just like, "Okay, sure, that's fine by me," and stuff like that. So, people's predictions of Yamato joining the Straw Hats is coming true. I think Luffy's gonna just welcome her aboard. I'm happy that Yamato is gonna be joining the crew. I figured she would be joining the crew because she calls herself Kozuki Oden. What was the one thing that Oden did when he was alive? He went out to sea. He traveled with Whitebeard. He traveled with Roger, and everything. So Yamato is going to do the same thing. She's going to go out to sea. She's going to go travel with Luffy and sea to sea, because Ace promised her he would take her out to sea. But guess what? Now that Ace is gone, she's going to go to Luffy and ask Luffy, "Can I come out to sea with you?" I think Luffy's going to say yes. So we're going to get another character. I don't know if this means Carrot's going to join, but we'll see as the chapters progress and everything. So yeah. Anyways, the thing is, Yamato goes to mention, I really truly do hope Luffy's all right, because I got shivers down my spine with watching him fight, and stuff like that. So yeah. Now, in the meantime, some beast pirates are trying to get out of the way, but they're like, "You can't run unless you want to be the slaves to young Master Yamato," and stuff like that. So yeah, but Yamato is like, "Hey, stop it. Now, the other Straws are like, well, I don't sense any hostility towards her, so it's kind of the thing and everything. Now, we do get an interesting plot point. Usopp does ask Otama, like, what's up with the gifters? Also, are they gonna stay like that forever? And pretty much Otama says, no, after about a month, which is, when the moon comes back around, it's gonna wear off. Which again, in other words, means 1 month. So in 1 month time, her devil fruit powers of her Kibi Dango control abilities will be gone. And it's pretty much up to what the gifters want to do. If they want to stay by her side, they can stay by her side. If not, they can just go freely do what they want to go do and stuff like that. So, yeah. But in terms of speed, she goes on to say, like, I'm not going to leave you, master, and everything, because I'm happy being with you. And the one thing that was pretty heartfelt is, the one thing that's pretty heartfelt that Otama said is like, you weren't like a servant to me, you were like a mom to me, and I want you to stay with me, and I hope you stay with me forever. And you get a very cute, adorable scene and stuff like that. So yes. Anyways, we cut back to what we're seeing. What we're seeing on the jumbotron in terms of what the snails are showing, and essentially this is when we have Momonosuke talking. He goes on to say, 20 years have passed since the death of my father, Kozuki Oden. And people are hearing this like, wait, father? They're like, is this who I think it is? Momonosuke goes on to say, I'm so glad that you have all survived through these long, difficult years. The fire festival is not ending. Starting tomorrow, you may do whatever business you like. And he goes on to say, you may drink to your heart's content. You will not pay for the water from the earth. No poison from the factories will be allowed to spoil the land. There will be no slaves in Wano. And at the meantime, Otama's looking at this and she's like, Momo. And we get a flashback to when she was much, much younger and the factories were just being built by Kaido and Orochi. And she was told that her parents, her mother and her father were killed because they were overworked and everything and stuff like that. And you just happened to where she was trying to sell just to stay alive, pretty much to get money and stuff like that, sell these straw hats, and everything, or these Casa hats. But some people were like, sorry, I would love to buy them, but I can't buy them because I'm working and I only have a little funds on myself and stuff like that. And it was bad because she couldn't even feed Komachi or even herself at some points and stuff like that. So yeah, and then she ends up running into Tenguyama, and he ends up buying a hat from her and stuff like that. And he's pretty much saying, listen, it's going to be okay, young one. Just bear a few more years. The prophecy will be fulfilled. Because when the Kozuki clan returns, they will save Wano, and stuff like that. They will vanquish everybody for good. And obviously that's what inspired Otama. And she's like, really? And he's like, yes, just please bear with it till then. And that's when, Otama, she realizes what's ultimately going on here. What Momonosuke is saying is the things that she wished for, the things that she's dreamed for to happen to her country is going to happen. And she flashes back to the start of the Wano arc when Luffy said, hey, don't get so happy about eating this freaking, bean soup here, because I promise you, Otama, I'm going to make this country a country where you'll be able to eat whatever you freely want to. And Otama remembers that and everything, and remembers Luffy's promise that he made to her, and that just hits her heart. It's a very emotional scene. I know when the anime gets to this part, it's gonna be hit very damn hard, because Otama was pretty much from the start was an example in being introduced to this arc of what the people of Wano were ultimately going through over these 20 years since the fall of Kozuki Oden. And the fact that she's now realizing, this little girl is realizing what they just did, what this alliance did, what Momonosuke is currently proclaiming to the people of Wano, that now they are going to be free from the tyranny of Kaido and Orochi. She's breaking out into freaking tears, and you can completely feel for that. I love how Nami's just hugging her, and she's smiling for her because she's happy about this and everything. Momonosuke goes on with his statements by saying, Orochi's wicked rule and the threat of Kaido are finally gone for good. We found strong, faithful companions at sea, and a part of the ninja pirate mink samurai alliance, we led a raid upon Onigashima. Kaido, Orochi, the Animal Kingdom pirates, every evil that plagues our land has been vanquished. Everybody in the crowd is shocked to hear this, and they're just like, wait, it's really finally defeated them? There are no more Orochi and stuff like that? They covered a kid for a quick second. He's like, Alliance? What the fuck, Alliance? What the? And all of a sudden, all the entire townspeople of Wano, they're celebrating. Everybody's happy. They're all crying and stuff like that. Momonosuke goes on to make the mention, we will never forget the sacrifice of the brave souls who paved the way for this raid. They kind of cut over to Carrot, kind of hinting at the fact that Pedro's sacrifice, as well as many of the other sacrifices of some of the samurais that were fighting Onigashima, never would have given them this far. But truly, ultimately, it was Pedro's sacrifice that got them this far. If not for Pedro's sacrifice, Luffy and company would probably be dead by Big Mom. But Pedro's sacrifice managed to help them get away and everything, and stuff like that. So the funny thing is, Momonosuke is like, Kinemon, I have nothing else to say. What do I say here? And Kinemon's like, just keep going. Pour your heart out, my guy. And stuff like that. And Momonosuke remembers what, Luffy told him back on Zou, saying back in the Udon prison, saying, what's left in this world to be scared of and everything. And Momonosuke screams out and said, my father gave me a name that means invincible. Under my rule, this parched and ruined land will turn into a paradise on earth. Lend me your strength and let us work towards this end together. I have traveled 20 years to save you all from this day on. I, Kozuki Momonosuke, as we finally get the full reveal of what he looks like. He looks somewhat like Odin, but but still has his own features. He has long, flowy hair. He's got a sword. He's wearing a full he's wearing his full new outfit, and he goes on to say, I, Kozuki Momonosuke, will lead the land of Wano. The other scabbards, they start bawling their eyes out, because you can only imagine for these guys just to endure what they have been enduring for these 20 years. Some of the ones that have actually been sitting there for 20 years straight, they're just at this point, just like, it's finally happening. It's finally happening. And again, another heartfelt moment. He already is crying at everything and stuff like that. And it's just emotional and everything. Everybody's crying of laughter and happy and everything. And everybody's just, it's gonna be insane when this is gonna be animated. I hope this is one of the best animated episodes, because this is a very big moment. Momonosuke goes on to say in his head, Mother, I will keep my promise. Father, I will follow in your footsteps. Everybody's crying. Lord Momonosuke's happy. Everybody's, we covered some of the Straw Hats. They're happy about what's going on and everything and stuff like that. And the people of Wano can't cry out, say, the true Shogun, has returned at last. We have been waiting for so long, Lord Momonosuke. And the chapter of this chapter ends with the narrator going to say, and when the warrior at last shept his blade, the sky of the day to come danced with spinning, fluttering petals. This is the land of samurai. Here, under the night blossom, stands a handsome man of 8, blessed with the great dedication and mercy, and a level of strength that can't be forgiven. The narrator goes on to say, this is the birth of the man who would later be known around the world as the greatest shogun of Wano, Kozuki Momonosuke. So we pretty much get a peer into the future a little bit from what the narrator says is, Momonosuke is going to be the greatest shogun Wano will ever have. And in this panel, all this Momonosuke, followed by his scabbards, now his scabbards, are walking into, his castle, to eventually now be the new shogun and lead a new era of Wano. This chapter was just great and very emotional from the standpoint. Finally, this is crazy. I don't know where the story's gonna go. Maybe we're gonna get some pickup and everything. Maybe we'll have a quick little time skip in terms of, you know, everything that's gonna be going on. We may cut over to the world government, get their perspective on everything. Maybe the world government be like, retract your ships. There's no point. Come back and stuff like that. So yeah, it's gonna be very interesting to see. There is no break for One Piece next week, which is great. So we get to see next week. I'm great, and stuff like that. And yeah, but other than that, guys, I'm gonna get out of here, guys. If you guys like the video, leave a like, put in the comment section your thoughts on this week's chapter and stuff like that, as well as hit the subscribe button if you want to get more One Piece content, whether it's the anime or the manga and stuff like that. But other than that, guys, I'm gonna get out of here. Hopefully, you guys have a great rest of your day or night in this video. Until then, guys, peace.